Those propellers work just as well as they did in 1929. Pilot Bill Thacker says that sound is still one of his favorite parts of flying the plane.
It's a lot of fun just to start and to hear those engines come to life. I tell everybody when they're here to hear it for the first time, it sounds like a whole herd of Harleys, and it really does, just as it cranks up. So to hear that and to feel that rush of those engines as they start up, and then to warm it up and to take it out and taxi and actually then put the power to it and feel the power that it has.
This plane is one of about 6 that are still in flying condition. Brett Hahn, a volunteer at the War Eagles Air Museum, says they wanted people to experience the golden age of aviation.
It's considered to be the airliner that kicked off commercial air travel in the United States. It was Henry Ford's vision, and he built about 200 of them. These airplanes started flying in a time when only cargo was being flown and maybe the mail by biplanes.
He has flown on the plane twice and says it is nothing like flying today.
It is out of this world experience. There was no plastic in those days, so this airplane has leather seats, it's all wood inside, it's just beautiful. Henry Ford wanted to make sure that passengers were comfortable in this airplane, and so what he did was he built the airplane interior very much like a Pullman railroad car from the 1800s.
The plane still flies daily and took people on about 1,000 flights just last year. Pilot Thacker says even though the plane is old, it is very easy to maintain.
The design criteria that Henry Ford laid down with William Stout, who actually built the airplane, was to make sure that it was totally maintainable in the field. And essentially, that's why if you look on the airplane, you'll see the control cables and stuff are on. Everything is outside the airplane. There's very little internal. The engines are very easy to get to. The control cables are easy to get to. The engine instruments even are outside. They're just above the engine on the pylon. So there's really very little plumbing. There's very little cables. There's no hydraulics. So it's very, very simple to maintain.
Thacker's day job is as a commercial airline pilot. He says getting to fly people in the Ford Trimotor on the weekends is a treat.
The visibility is great. Hanging your arm out the window when you're flying is a hoot. I mean, there's nothing I can say that is not absolutely an amazing experience in this airplane, whether you're flying or whether you're sitting in the back.
Over 250 tickets were pre-sold for this weekend's event, but there are still plenty of tickets available at the door. For KRWG, I'm Samantha Sonner.